Talking to your child sounds simple, doesn't it? It's something you do every day. But when you break down conversations and look at the impact a few minor tweaks might have, it's pretty mind-blowing the difference you make as a parent. Think about a sponge for a minute. When you leave a sponge to dry out, it will still soak up water when it's given the liquid, and it holds a lot. If you were just to add a little extra when you spoke to your child, it would help grow their vocabulary, their skills for school, and help them to make better sense of the world. For example, you could offer your child a carrot and they might learn the name of the vegetable. Or you could add that it's orange and crunchy, that it grows in the soil, that they're loved by rabbits, or that they're great for making you strong and healthy. Everyone learns better when they're enjoying themselves, and it's more likely to stick in your memory. More than likely, the things you like doing are the things that make you happy and also that you've learned to be good at, whether it's a sport, dancing, or your job. The same applies to our little learners. What do they enjoy doing? And how can you use this to build their vocabulary through play? If it's cars, talk not just about the colour, but think of the different words you can use to describe them and how fast they go. Look for the differences between each car and talk about it. If it's a favourite programme, talk about the different characters. What makes them different? How can you decide whether they are nice or nasty characters? You can really expand vocabulary too by joining with their play, whether it's their own cafe or playing in the sand and mud. Let them lead the action and use your knowledge and words to expand the play, giving them all sorts of information and description and different options of where the play might go. For example, in a cafe, "Can I have a drink of juice?" might change to, "What flavours of juice do you have?" Or, "I'd like a sandwich," might change to, "What kinds of sandwiches do you have?" By role-playing like this, we're building the child's vocabulary. Try heading out for a walk with your child and pointing out the things that you come across. For extra impact, try asking for your child's knowledge and then adding to it. Also asking them their thoughts and opinions on what they might see. For example, "I like swings" might change to, "I like the swings best and my favourite one is the red plastic swing." If your child answers that they like the shoot better, ask them why they like the shoot. If they don't have an answer, help them to shape one by saying things like, "Does it go round and round? Do you like going through the tunnel at the start?" They need you to help them to learn the words before they can use them. This will really pay off as they grow, as it builds their self-confidence to talk and offer information as they learn, and know that what they say has a worth and that you value their contribution. It sounds obvious. A conversation is at least a two-way thing. Understanding how a conversation works is another really important life skill. It has to be learned just like the other skills. Everyone talks best when they feel comfortable talking in front of others. Think about when you have to talk to a stranger rather than a friend, particularly if that stranger is a health professional or a teacher or a boss. We all need the confidence and the skill to understand when to talk and when to listen in different situations and how to take turns. Make time for conversations with your child and with other adults. Either model good listening or include your child in the conversation. Mind you, it's important for them to realise that if you're talking to someone, they shouldn't butt in unless it's an emergency. One skill is to give them fun. You can really help your child to learn about conversation by being a good example. It's really tempting when your children are small to jump in and answer the question for them, but try to give them the extra time they need to put their thoughts together and put them into words. After all, you've had much more practice than them. The 5-second rule is a great tool to use in all sorts of situations. Try to get in the habit of counting to 5 before you give any help or jump in to speak for them. Put yourself in their shoes and think how frustrating it would be for you in the same situation if someone kept butting in. Other things you can do to build their confidence is getting down to their level and giving eye contact. As well as listening to what's being said, a big part of conversation skills is being able to read between the lines, looking at people's expressions and body language to better understand them. Again, roleplay is great for this. Be a grumpy customer when you're playing shops, a sad patient at the doctor's, or an excited dinosaur at a tea party. Your most useful tool in expanding your child's talking conversation skills are open-ended questions. That is, the who, why, what, where, when and how. Try downloading the Murder book from our topic page, or find our little keyring in your park. When your child is ready, you can use it to take turns in a game. Our Talking Together Yeti story in this topic is Dot Likes to Talk. Use it as a catalyst to encourage your child to talk more and to have big stories to share, just like Dot.
We hope you enjoy using your first set of Yeti resources. Conversation Seeds is a game to play together to help build your child's conversation skills. Cut up the squares and fold them into a tub, pulling them out one at a time to find a topic. It's important to answer the prompt yourself too, to help build vocabulary and knowledge and to model good listening skills. Use the sheets one at a time, or all together, it's up to you. Your role-play resources are a great way to introduce a topic as you prepare them together and gather what you need for a play scenario. Remember, no one is watching, and the benefits for your child are huge. Your Blether book is an extra resource to help conversation flow by using open-ended questions. It's amazing how much conversation can come out of a simple trip to the shops when you're conscious about talking together. The Blether book is also a fun resource to give your child to use to help them get more out of a trip or visit. It gives them open rein to ask questions when they have it and a natural signal to end when the book gets put away. What you do at home matters, and even adding or changing little things here and there has impact for learning. Awesome and out.
We are the Eddies. We are the Eddies. We are the Eddies.